You know, guys, I've been thinking something. You know, my sisters used to live in Belgium for a lot of years, 20 something years, and all of a sudden they decided to pick up and move to UK. So they've been in UK now for 5 years, 5 years or 6 years, and I find it very odd, when they lived in Belgium for these years, to just pick up and move to another country. And they're not the people that my sister. They're not the ones who would go. For example, I can go on a trip to a country I've never been before without any somebody guiding me or holding my hands or giving me a scenic tour or all of those. No, I can just go to a country I've never been to just like that without anybody showing me around. And I just figure it out when I go there. My sisters are not being a person. They're not a person who would pick up and just move to another country out of the blue. They're not like that. They always fear the unknown. What if things don't work out? Or, they're like that. I am not like that. I can just pick up and go. So why am I telling you this? Because I find it very odd for them just to pick up and move to UK just like that. And these people know who we are, and if they're focused on you, they'll make sure to move you closer. They can keep an eye on you. You understand? So the focus not on my sisters, but rather to keep me close. And that's what it is. That's how I feel. There's no coincidence, guys. It's no coincidences. Just not things just doesn't happen. I just feel like it's very calculated for them to move, and they have nothing to do with the move. I'm pretty sure they've gone through mind control, little scheme to get them to move to UK. To keep an eye on me. They're not interested in my sisters. They're interested in me. That's a reality. I feel. This is how I feel. I feel like I thought about it. I was like, is it true? Is it could be possible? No, I think it is 100%. All of this happened, and then my sister moved because I've been at this program long. Then my sister moved to UK. So because I've been in almost 14 years, and my sister moved to UK 6 years ago. So I was long into this program, targeting program. I feel my sister they did mind control on them when they sleep to get them to move to UK, but they're unaware, very unassuming of what's going on. But I understand what's going on. I got targeted a lot, and I said it many times, guys. I get the kitchen works, I get all these horrible things. Target individuals, we're not all targeted the same. Some people are followed. Some people are tormented through like voices call. Some are manipulated, and some are like they just keep an eye on you from the distance. They don't do anything to you. They don't have neighbors attacking you. They don't have witches attacking you because they don't consider them a threat. And us, someone like me, who they will consider a threat, they will have many nations going against. You understand? I notice everything. I noticed. I'm very perceptive of what's going on. You know, and so I notice, because I noticed the countries I've been to. There is, yeah, I've been targeted here and there, been watched, yes, been all of that, but I've noticed in UK, when I go to UK to visit my sisters, the security is like upped. I've noticed the security is heightened. It's like it goes at top notch, like it goes beyond normal, So that's what I've noticed. I noticed that, yeah. So I'm pretty sure UK has a big, say or hand in my sister just picking up or moving from Belgium. They're not my sister. I'm not saying my sister are participating in this program. No, they're not. They are just manipulated and unaware of it. They are unaware of it. I do not say that I know everything, but I notice things. And I put things together. When I notice things are not out of the norm, I notice. And I'm pretty good in putting this little game of charade together. Because I'm pretty good at that, right? So I don't claim I know everything. I remember I tell you a story when I first got targeted. almost 14 years ago. I remember I've been attacked through witchcraft, but I didn't know how to stop it. So anyhow, I was looking online, people who do like spiritual work to help me with clearing out these negative attacks. So anyhow, I see this guy online. He's like, he had an ad. Oh, any spiritual work, any energy work, and any psychic attacks, and I was like, okay. So I've been reading on it. I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of all these negative attacks and whatnot. So yes, I was trying things to figure out what's going on, right? But anyhow, I contacted this guy. I remember he giving me his WhatsApp number, and he gave me his WhatsApp number, and he says to me, "Oh yeah, call me." And he thinks he's in Africa somewhere. I thought he was in, from his name or whatever. I can't remember his name is. I don't know what his name, but he sounds African to me. But anyhow, I spoke to him on the phone, and I said to him, "Okay, what do you do to help with this? And any information you can give me, guidance and stuff." And I don't know how much he was charging. Well, he was charging what, 300, 400, like something expensive. He goes to me, "Oh, we have to do many sessions to make sure, because what I see from my end, all these people are coming against you to do these things to you." And I was like, "Oh, really?" So he put all these thought patterns in your head to make you believe things. And I said to him, "What do you know?" What do you know? Like, I was kind of suspicious, kind of unsure of this guy is legit. And then he made a mistake telling me. He made a mistake and he told me, think of, I don't know his name is, like, think of John. I said to him, "Oh yeah, so what do you know?" He goes to me, "Well, John knows everything. John knows everything, and knows all these people by name, knows these people who are attacking you and doing this to you, because I see it." So he's right now in unknowing field. You know how I am. I am a very, yeah, I like to test. So I said to him, because at that point I knew that this guy is not legit. Nobody knows everything. You're not God. So I knew he's bullshitting me. So I got annoyed with him, and I said to him, "Okay, if you know everything, tell me what I had for lunch today." And he just went off, telling me I'm ignorant and have no respect, and he just went off on me. I said, "No, but you know everything." So let's test that theory. If you know everything, tell me what I had for lunch. And then he just went off and he hung up on me. And then he blocked me right away. Yeah, so do not listen to the bullshit. Excuse my French, guys. People are trying to sell you, you know? They're mostly scam artists. Similar to these people are attacking us.